Oh my God! It is episode 58.
58.
58 or 59. Fuck, it looks like here. Of the Keep on Trucking podcast.
Yeah.
No. We got guest hosting today, Alex Mahaney.
Yeah, you guessed it.
We got I dropped off Luke today at the airport. Like he asked me yesterday. He was just like, "Yo, dude, you mind taking me to the airport?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm down then." You know, fucking thinking it's gonna be LaGuardia right here, like 3 blocks from here. He gets in the van. Where are we going?
Jersey.
Oh, Newark, New Jersey.
Classic.
All right, dude, the old bait and switch.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm such a dumbass though, because he gives me $20 for gas, right?
Yeah.
I get $20 in my tank, and then I'm like, I can do anything. So I start looking up how far it is to drive. The drive to Washington D.C. is.
Ooh, I'm ready to go home.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, ooh.
California's only 27 hours away.
Yeah, dude. I was thinking about it. I was like, I should go to Washington D.C. I was like, or maybe I should go. And then I was like looking at like comedy, like open mics and shit over there. And then I just thought, I was like, I'll just go to Philly. And then I took a little spontaneous trip to Philadelphia, dude.
Dude, how was that? Yeah, I woke up and I checked your location instantly because I'm like a crazy ex.
We have each other's locations.
Yeah.
For the people listening at home. You want some?
Well, I have his.
You want some of this bang? I got yours too. Yeah, dude. I went to Philadelphia. There's a little
flavor is
spontaneous.
that?
It's a sour heads.
Sour Heads Bang. If you're ever in need of energy.
No, wait, no, they're not sponsoring us.
Oh.
And I am now in the position of getting sponsor money.
Yeah, if you want to give us $7,000 a video to say one thing, we'll be here. We'll be here recording a podcast.
Dude, so I drive out to Philly, right? And this is what I love about traveling alone. Are you a travel alone guy or do you travel with people?
I feel like I've always traveled with people, but traveling alone is the best.
I love traveling alone. So I get to Philadelphia, dude. I'm like, well, what the fuck? What do I do? Because I just drove there because I didn't want to drive back to Manhattan. So I get there and I'm like, what do I do? I'm like, I'll have a Philly cheesesteak. I never had one before. I've never had a cheesesteak. So I look up like what's the best cheesesteak place to go, and then like results come up. I click on the second one immediately because the first one's always like a tourist trap, I feel like. Yeah. So I click on the one with like the most like reviews. I'm like, all right, I'll go here.
You go to Geno's or Pat's?
No,
or
it's
Joe's.
It's called. I have it on my phone.
Oh,
It's called.
Use your memory.
It's called T. It starts with the T. Nick's. T. There's a name.
Tim Nick's.
Tony and Nick's Steaks.
Tony and Nick's, yeah.
You ever hear about that?
Yeah, I've been there.
For reals?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So I pull
it's
up.
like around a park, right?
Kinda, yeah. So I get there, and it's a very industrial area there. So I immediately I'm like, I'm in a bad part of town, dude. Yeah. Like there's like semi trucks everywhere. Like it's next to a truck stop. Yeah. I'm like, oh shit.
There's just a bunch of like fucking day walkers running around. Dude. These people like.
so I'm like, you know what, dude? This makes sense, dude. This fucking makes sense that this place is really good because my favorite places, like Mexican places or like taco spots, are always in some fucking garage or always illegally posted up in the middle of like a dirt field just by itself. Like it's like a mirage. So I pull out, I'm like, this makes sense. And I'm like, what? This is either gonna be really bad or really good. Yeah. I'm like, let's go, dude. So I go inside and then, dude, so this happened. I get out of the van. This guy parks behind me, dude. Walks in front of me. He's probably like maybe like 6 feet, like 6'3". Yeah. Big build, dude. Walks in front of me. We cross this busy road together. He opens the door. He's probably like 3 feet.
Ambiguously raced. Could have been white. Could have been black. Could have been
white right. Fellow.
Oh, okay.
Gives off the vibes of the guy from No Country for Old Men, the psychopath. And like dude, like that height.
Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like that height. He has normal hair there. He has like a what is it called, a shoehorn, a horseshoe.
A horseshoe?
Yeah, a horseshoe hairline.
Oh yeah. Like just balding on top.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. But he's like tucked in shirt, well dressed. Yeah. While he's walking in from maybe like 3 feet in front of me, opens up the door. He knows I'm behind him. We cross together. Doesn't even like do like the pretend to hold it for me. Yeah. Walks in, slams in my face, dude.
That's how you know it's a good city.
Yeah.
If people don't hold open the door, it's a good city.
Well, hold up, dude. fuck that, you know.
Just wrong.
Couldn't agree with you less.
Yeah, just a terrible observation.
I couldn't agree with you any less.
Hey, buddy, listen to me. This is how you know it's a good city. If they start stabbing you when you get there, you're gonna love it.
Oh, cool, man. I knew I would love the what's it called in LA?
The sprawl?
No,
the Skid Row?
Yeah, I knew I would love Skid Row.
Well, dude, it's funny. That's like my sorry to interrupt. That's what my uncle, like, he would always tell me these stories about New York. Like, the first day he moved into his apartment, he saw like a crime scene being investigated. Are you fixing the van?
Yeah.
Send us screws. We need screws for the van. He would tell me, like, the first day he was going up to his train station, he saw like a crime scene with like a chalk outline outside in a McDonald's drive-thru, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds awesome,
dude." Well, these stories, they sound cool and like when they're like nostalgic,
right?
When you're living through it, it's like I've been robbed in the city. You've been fucking attacked a couple times.
Yeah.
Sounds terrible. I mean, it's terrible. But then you tell the stories and you're like, yeah, man, New York's going back to what it is, dude.
Yeah.
You know, but then like it's like
food's cheap.
Yeah. Then like at 2 in the morning, I'm like, oh, I wish it was safer.
It smells bad.
Yeah, dude. So back to this guy, dude. Right, 3 feet away from him, doesn't open the door for me. Is walking like a mile of what's slow? He's walking slow.
A mile a minute.
A mile a minute, is that?
A mile an hour.
No, that's fast, right? A mile a minute.
A mile a minute.
Yeah,
that's really fast. 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
He was going for a light walk at 60 miles an hour.
This house, like, I looked down, there was a snail walking faster than him, dude.
Maybe a mile a week.
This guy was, this guy's walking a mile a week. This guy's a real piece of shit, dude. So slams the door, dude. Right behind him, slams the door. And I'm like, well, whatever. Do you know? I'm new to the city. I'm a guest. I'm a guest in the city. I'm not going to get mad at anybody. Dude, I'm very polite when I'm in new cities or in somebody's house or like in a new restaurant. I'm fucking extremely polite to the residents of said place. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna get annoyed. Maybe that's just what they're like here in Philly. So he walks up to the counter, right? And then I'm looking at the menu. I'm like, ooh, like, what should I get? They got cheesesteak and then cheesesteak hoagies and then some other shit called Mike's whatever, not hard lemonade. It's a sandwich.
Oh yeah.
Like Mike's something, and then it has like all these cheeses. I'm like, well, that looks good. I might get that instead of the cheesesteak.
Yeah.
So I'm like looking at this, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get the Mike's thing. I look over this guy. He's haggling for a free sandwich. He said it's my birthday. This guy's 60 years old.
Oh, that rules.
Walks a mile a month.
Yeah.
And gives off psychopathic fucking vibes, dude.
Yeah.
And he's haggling for a free sandwich. The clerk can't believe it, dude.
He's shooting the door behind him.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Dude, the clerk cannot believe it. He's like, what? He's like, it's my birthday. Come on, man. Give me a free sandwich.
Yeah.
Like that. And then like the guy looks around. He looks at the cook, and the cook goes, fucking give him a free sandwich.
Yeah.
Just get rid of him. They give him a free sandwich, dude. It works.
Yeah, that city sucks.
It fucking works.
If you give free shit just off the first excuse you come up with, that city sucks. Yeah, that's a shitty place.
So like the clerk, he's like super annoyed. He's like shaking his head, and then then he carries the vibe over to me. And then I'm like, I'll get the Mike's sandwich or whatever. And he goes, you want the Mike's sandwich? And I was like, yeah. He goes, you know that has no meat in it, right? And I was like, fucking good call, dude. I was like, I don't want that pussy shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, let me get a cheesesteak. He goes, you want a cheesesteak? I was like, I'll get a cheesesteak hoagie. He's like, what do you want?
Oh, that's awesome. You just went to Long Island.
Yeah, dude.
What do you want? Tray of them?
I'm like, I'll get a cheesesteak hoagie. He goes, comes with pickles. I'm like, I'll get the pickles. He goes, comes with lettuce. I go, oh yeah. I'm like everything. He goes, comes with cheese. I'm like, I'll get everything. It was American cheese, and I was like, yeah, just everything, please. I just want to get the hell out of there.
Dude, that's how you know it was probably not a good place, because they're supposed to ask you, say, like, give me a steak with cheese, and then they say, or you say, give me cheesesteak, and they say with or without, and that means with or without cheese.
He said like, what kind of cheese?
Yeah, that he clocked you from a mile away.
He said it comes with American. What do you want?
Yeah.
And then I go, American's fine. I assume that's what they like. Right. And I'm like looking around because I'm a.
Well, we are in America.
I'm a big yeah. It comes like
I'll get the local cheese, please. American cheese.
Because with the wing of an eagle. Like, oh, feathers,
pennies,
pennies in it too. Yeah. I'm eating it because it's un-American to not.
Abe Lincoln wheat pennies. Sorry.
So I I'm looking around because I'm a big condiments guy.
Yeah.
keep in mind, I've never eaten a Philly cheesesteak sandwich before in my life, dude. So I'm like looking around. I'm like, what kind of condiments do you put on this? I don't even know what to expect. You know, like, what do I put on this? So I see somebody with like a huge like thing of, I think it might be hot sauce. I'm like, I don't want to ask for that too confidently because I don't know what it is. I don't want to, because I don't know if it's hot sauce or if it's some other cheesesteak sauce that they use. So I don't want to say, could I get some of that to go? And the guy's gonna go, what? He's already mad at me and the other fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever. I go over to this like a condiment station. They got like big ass like jalapenos. I'm like, I'll just get 2 jalapenos.
Yeah.
And then he calls my name. He goes, Frank. I'm like, I go to him and I'm like, yeah. He goes, you're Frank? I was like, we just talked like fucking not even 2 minutes ago. It was empty.
He takes your order, turns around, drinks like half a bottle of liquor.
He goes, are you Frank? I'm like, oh yeah. And he goes, all right. Gives me my sandwich, dude. I walk back to my van. I'm like, all right, dude. I gotta find somewhere to eat this. I can't just. I don't want to eat it in public there, just in case I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like yucking people's yums. So I'm like, I'll just take this to the park. And then I went to that park. I passed by the Eagle Stadium, by the Philly Stadium, by all the stadiums. I go to the park, dude. I'm sitting. I set up my camera for my cute little vlogs. I'm like, I'm gonna eat this shit, whatever. Let's see. And I'm gonna give it an honest opinion. I open it. Dude, I couldn't. Philly cheesesteak sandwich, probably the most underwhelming looking fucking sandwich that exists in the world.
Yeah.
It's
so overhyped.
It's underwhelming looking.
Yeah.
Dude, I took my first bite. Holy shit, dude. Probably the best thing I've ever had in my life. Dude, a Philly cheesesteak sandwich.
Wait, let me take that one more time.
Probably the best. Dude.
You liked it. You enjoyed
top 5 foods I ever had in my life. And it looks like shit. But it is so good, dude.
The ordering experience is terrible. It looks terrible. Best sandwich ever.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how fucking good the sandwich was, dude. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I finished it. I was sad. Yeah. Dude, I couldn't. Holy shit, dude. But I don't know if it was that place.
Yeah.
Dude, Philly cheesesteak sandwich at Tony's and Nick's, dude. Best sandwich I ever had in my life, dude.
Yeah, if you're watching this from Philly, you got to comment your favorite Philly cheesesteak place. Where'd you go? Tony's and Matt's?
Tony's and Nick's.
Tony's and Nick's. Tony's and Nick's.
Tony's and Nick's, dude.
If that's the best one.
Holy shit.
Like that. That's sick.
It was, dude. I couldn't. I was in disbelief.
You cried after?
I was without belief.
I will say, the only thing you've had for the past like year and a half or however long you've been here has been like literally dog water, fucking deli sandwiches from just people who can't see, who are deaf and blind, and then you go, can I get a chopped cheese? And they go,
just like drug addicts.
Yeah.
And then I ate like finally a normal sandwich. I'm like, this is the best thing in the world.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Did it have mayo on it? Did you get one with mayo, mustard, or
no mustard? No mustard,
okay.
I was expecting mustard, but no mustard.
Yeah.
And there's like a brown sauce that goes with it too, right?
I know they put onions on it, right? Like grilled onion, like good grilled onions.
Oh, they didn't put any onions on mine. It was just pickles, lettuce, mayo.
I've never heard lettuce and mustard, or sorry, lettuce and tomatoes on a.
No tomatoes. Sorry, pickles. Was this in tomatoes?
Okay, yeah.
I was saying I meant pickles.
Yeah.
It was
amazing, dude.
It was dude.
It's worth the drive.
Dude, it was $15.
Yeah.
I almost called you.
You ate all 16 of it, huh?
Yeah, dude. I almost called you. What'd you say?
Just to brag. I said you ate all 16 of it. It's worth $15.
Yeah.
All right.
That was your joke going over my head.
That guy was going a mile a minute.
Yeah.
Dude, it's funny. I woke up and I was like, I wonder what Frankie's doing. I opened the text and I like our chat.
Yeah.
And I looked at where you were and I was like, New Jersey. What the hell? Yeah. What the hell is this guy doing? He didn't invite me?
Yeah, dude.
No, that's sick though.
Hang on, Luke. Oh, we all just took a little break. Sip of water. He just looked around, but I don't know. It was. Have you been to Philadelphia? Oh yeah, you said you've been to that place before. Yeah.
I went there when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Was that my?
Why'd you go there for?
Me and some college friends went down to watch the Super Bowl at his dad's house.
Oh,
he lives in Bryn Mawr, which is just outside of the city, and we got like fucked up. We got completely trashed. We were taking like dabs in his friend's car, and then we'd go in like back to watch the game, and we were just so fucked up. And then they won, and then I ran down the street naked, with the Phillies flag behind me.
Was it packed?
It was like a residential neighborhood, but like everybody was out on their thing cheering, like on their front porch.
Yeah.
Because it's like kind of like when we went to like where Ethan was fucking house hitting. What's it called?
Oh yeah.
New Paltz, not New Paltz.
Flushing.
Yeah.
Oh, Jamaica.
Yeah, so in Queens.
Yeah.
Forest Hills.
Forest Hills, yeah.
We went to Forest Hills. It's like that. It's like all like tight residential. So I'm sprinting down, just completely naked, like. Not even from there.
Yeah,
They're just, but everyone's out there like, yeah, you go. Hey,
What a funny thing to do just to go, just to get fucked
just to
up.
be a chameleon in another city. Act like I love this place.
Training for sports probably has to be like the funnest.
It was so sick, dude.
The funnest.
Yeah, I
shit,
pissed on somebody's car and people were cheering me on. It was amazing.
Dude, one time I got banned from a casino for peeing in the parking lot. From Pachanga Casino.
Oh, they had people watching. They had like
I guess so, dude.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, you know like in the movie Casino.
Yeah.
Or like they watch and the eye that sees all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy saw me. I guess saw my little pecker, just peeing.
You get banned for peeing in the casino and counting cards outside the casino. Like we saw you. We saw it in your eyes.
Yeah, were you practicing counting cards after you left? You can't come back here.
Pissing out all your bad luck.
Here, I'm gonna turn on the fan a little bit, dude.
Yeah,
Check if you can hear it. It sounds like shit. I'm sorry. Turn on the fan.
No, it's nice.
Here, we'll try to turn it higher. Can you?
No, it sounds good.
All right, cool.
Just some light brown noise.
All right. All right. So now we know we can have the fan on.
Dude, I'll tell you what I did today.
What'd you do?
I did a little pod this morning and then went to a mic. And
oh,
then
look at the bucket. What'd I do to the bucket?
Oh. You gotta press it.
Sorry, dude. I didn't mean to.
This is terrible, man.
Wow, dude. This is no good. And here, hold on to this. Just for the folks watching on.
All right, I'm gonna finish the podcast myself. So, man, what were you doing? Yeah, I just went to.
All right.
Gonna have to edit that out.
No,
It's so hot that the bucket's melting.
that's probably what it was, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry, what'd you
I'm
do
gonna have to get you a new bucket. So I ended up. I did a couple things this morning. Hung out with the people I hang out with when you're not here. Random people. and then we went to Shannon Keys, fellow comedian.
Shannon, yeah.
She was having a little hangout. And
oh wait, we should plug her show. They have a radio show.
They have a radio show. It's on Radio Free Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It's on Sundays at I think 5 to 6.
What's it called?
It's called Shannon Keys and Chloe Fimiano have a radio show. Radio Free Live. Radio Brooklyn. Yeah.
Oh, is that what it's called? Anyways,
go to Shannon Keys. Go to Chloe Fimiano on Instagram. We'll put it right here or something.
Right.
I don't know.
We will not.
We will not. So I go to Shannon's house. Chloe's there. It's me, Chloe, Josh, a couple other comics.
Josh Creedon.
And then Shannon's friends, like non-comic friends, which is always funny to go to a place.
It's always
with half comics and half non-comics, and it's like all girls and then one like gay dude who I guess did the show tonight.
Right, he was a comic.
He was not a comic,
but he did the show.
He did the show.
I don't like that one bit.
Pride Month. You literally cannot complain next month or last month.
They just let him up.
Yeah,
not a comedian.
They put him on. Yeah,
on a show.
It's radio. You don't have to be a comic.
Oh, yeah. I thought a comedy show.
No.
Oh, on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was a hang at Shannon's house, and
I thought like
it's funny, dude, to go to a place where there's like a bunch of half non-comics, half comics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because all the comics are like. Dog shitting in people's mouths and all the like. It was like 3-4 other like hot women,
right?
And they're all like, oh, like they're like kind of forced to laugh, and they just kept leaving to like go hang out in the house to like take a break from all of us being like, yeah, Slumdog Millionaire was really bad or like whatever.
They couldn't believe it.
But check this out. So they had a dog. Shannon's like roommate has a dog. It's like a huge pit bull mastiff, like just a huge headed, huge body dog.
Pointy ears.
Yeah, its name was Kodak.
Oh
yeah,
Kodak Horseman,
Kodak Black. So we get there and they have like a huge backyard, or like a little backyard, huge for New York, but a big backyard.
Yeah.
And it's just like laying at the foot of the stairs, and I'm like, does this dog have Lyme disease? Like, it looks so depressed. And it was chilling for a while, and then Jesse Slayton showed up, another comic, cool guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Jesse's like a big guy. He's shaved. He looks Aryan. You know what he looks like.
Yeah.
And so he sits down.
And by big, we mean like he works out.
Strong. Yeah. He's not fat.
Out, yeah.
He's like a beefy dude.
He's an intimidating looking dude. White dude.
Right. And so he finally gets there, and the dog like sprung to life, right? And so finally we get the dog in the circle of chairs. We're all like hanging out. The dog's hanging out.
Yeah.
And it kind of like beelines to Jesse and then jumps up on his lap like it's all like being a cute dog. And then it just starts humping him. Literally, dude. Like a 160-pound dog.
That's a
sees
human.
this beefcake, dude, walk in, and he's just
man,
like, oh, yeah, And we could not get the dog to move at all until
What's
Jesse
Jesse's reaction?
He was like, he didn't notice, and then I'm like, yo, the dog's humping you, and he was like, and it kind of like pushes him off, right? And then we're like, everyone's like slightly skittish of the dog. The comic next to Jesse, to the left of him.
What's his name?
I forgot, but
right.
I'll look it up and tell you in private.
Okay. All right.
So he's like chilling there, and then the dog, Jesse like pushes the dog off him, and it kind of like does like a half circle, and then it turns back and jumps on the comedian next to Jesse.
He starts humping him.
And he starts humping him, dude. And so we just started roasting the dog. And the owner of the dog's like inside cooking chicken or whatever. We're just like, this dog's a fucking rapist, dude. God damn. And then finally, so like a little time goes by, we're like a couple of hot riffs about the dog, whatever.
Yeah.
It's irrelevant. And then somebody leaves. It's like a seat between Jesse and I, empty seat. I get the dog up on the chair.
Yeah.
Right? He like tried to come to me. I'm like, no way, you're humping too much.
You set your boundaries.
Yeah, I set my boundaries. I alphaed him. I was like, I'm going to tell you where to sit.
Oh, there
you don't tell me where to sit.
Yeah.
So I put the dog up on the chair in between Jesse and I, and it's facing the crowd of people we're hanging out with. And then I just look over, and I mean, I don't know why. Dogs, they don't wear clothes, so I always see their cocks.
There you go.
I look over, and it's just his full fucking red rocket is out.
Oh.
And we're like, we need to get this dog out of the hang. He's really killing the vibe, dude. But it's just so funny to like be at somebody's house, and they're like, oh, yeah, this is our dog. He's like a cute, he's a good dog. Dude. And it just starts humping everybody.
I've never seen a big dog hump a
human.
It
was hilarious, dude.
I mean, Jesse should have at least finished him off.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was. It was wild,
dude. A dog's cock is always unsettling, dude.
Unsettling. I mean,
because it doesn't even look pleasurable for the women.
It was a big dog.
For the girl cock.
It was like a big, like
vagina.
Strong, like muscular dog. You know
what
color
I mean? Was it?
It was gray with some white, like.
Gray dogs are beautiful. I love gray dogs.
It was beautiful, right?
Yeah.
And but like when I say this, I mean this thing had a hog, dude. It was probably like 3 feet off the ground.
Did it still have balls?
And it still had balls.
Yeah.
And they were tiny though. But as far as I could see, the thing was like, it was huge, dude. It was making me feel bad.
Kodak Horseman, dude.
Kodak Horseman.
Yeah, Kodak Horsecock.
Yeah, emphasis on Dak, dude.
Jesus
Christ. I don't know. But it was very funny.
I mean, I guess Jesse does wear his hormones.
But he was only humping the dudes.
Pheromones.
And then, so we're leaving, and we, like, see the owner, and we're like, oh, yeah, your dog humped all of us. Just kind of trying to make her laugh, because she wasn't hanging out with, I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
But she was inside cooking, and we're leaving, and we're like, yeah, your dog's, like, a real good humper. And she's like, yeah, she only does that to men. Or it's a guy. He only does that to men. And we're like, dude, train your dog not to assault people sexually. But it's also funny because like a dog is not like, that's like only a human thing to be like, oh, it's humping something. That's just a dog thing that they hump. I've never seen a dog hump a human, I will say. So maybe they're doing some weird shit to the dog.
I've seen little dogs hump humans.
Yeah, they do.
And that's always funny because you just gotta kick them off. They do like a backflip with a boner. You're like, jeez. But like a big dog, that's assault, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Put your handcuffs on this thing, dude.
It's like hard to push off you. Like it was wild. It was so wild. Dude. It was really funny.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Kodak.
The one gay guy there was really into it, but he was trying to pretend like he wasn't.
The guy that was on the show?
Yeah, on the radio show. Yeah.
That's hilarious, dude.
But that was it was a highlight of my day, to say the least.
Well, what color was said dog's eyes?
I couldn't look it in the eyes after that. I didn't catch a glance. I'm not gonna like watch him hump my friends and then be like, let me look at your eyes. Did anybody get a look at his eyes?
Oh,
it was wild,
dude. You know what? A big dog humping you. I gotta say it's on my anti-bucket list.
Yeah.
I'm adding it to my anti-bucket list. On things I do not want to happen to me.
Before I die, I really want to go skydiving. I really want to go to the Golden Gate Bridge and get some tacos from Tijuana. On the things I don't want to happen to me, getting fucked by a dog. That's pretty much it so far.
The light went away, dude.
God, dude.
For the people listening at home. And right when you said that, too, and also Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco, near Tijuana. Oh man, dude, what?
The production value has dropped ever since Luke Davis went home.
Yeah, Luke.
This thing is. Why is this thing getting fucked up, man?
My bucket. I think it's because I'm like. I think it's how much I shit on it, dude.
Yeah.
Here, we're
gonna have to pick you up a new bucket.
They're only like $12. I guess I just made it worse.
Oh, that doesn't.
What's happening with the light? Damn. Here, keep talking, dude. Tell people about your. I've had
a weird week, man. I've been on like a pretty consistent bender of just not even a bender, but yeah, I just feel like since Wednesday, dude, I've just been like out late drinking, which is fine. You know, I'm not like getting blacked out drunk, maybe except for on Wednesday. But yeah, dude, and like I'm just trying not to drink because it makes me feel not good. And all my friends are not drinking, but that also sucks, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because it's like there's less camaraderie when I drink. But anyways.
Do you ever drink alone?
I mean, I'll have a beer sometimes, like with dinner alone or something, but I definitely don't drink like half a bottle of liquor like I used to. But right. Yeah, so Wednesday I was at my bar really late drinking till like 5. Thursday we were up really late. I guess we didn't drink, but you know, we were getting after it. We were just up really late. I don't know if I want to mention it. We were editing a sketch. You know what time it is.
Oh, yeah, we were editing a sketch. Dude, you did really good in that sketch.
That was fun, man.
I've
gotten a lot of compliments about it. No big deal.
Yeah, dude. Just kidding. Dude, Alex Mahaney's on the last sketch. If you haven't followed, you got to be shitting me, dude. What's up with this light?
Is the thing on? Oh, it is on.
Yeah, dude. It's the light is on. Folks at home, this is going to be a spooky episode because we're going to do it in the dark. What if the light came on? We're just making out.
We've swapped clothes. Damn.
This is crazy, dude. It's not even connected. It's connected to the fan.
Oh,
wow, dude. I'm surprised it lasted as long as the shit haunts us, dude. I am.
You're all wired. All that driving's got you got your wires crossed. You don't have the usual suspects.
I do feel like I'm becoming.
You don't want to sit on the tire well?
The what?
I feel bad.
The tire well?
Yeah, does that hurt your butt? Or
No, it feels good. I don't know if it feels good, but
yeah.
Dude, I was in a car accident today. So
really?
In New Jersey, yeah.
Whoa.
So I get to New Jersey, and I drop off Luke or whatever. I go to the Planet Fitness. I take a shower, and I'm trying to decide whether with my new $20 if I should go to Washington D.C. or fucking Pennsylvania. Like, or maybe just go up to Chicago. Get $20 and nobody can stop me.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting. So then I decide I'm like, all right, whatever, Philadelphia. And then I'm thinking like, man, dude, I gotta drive safe. You know, I'm like, you know, the more I drive, the more I risk my house is. And I'm like, all right, let me just let me go to the Dollar Tree and get like some water. You know, just some little snacks for the road.
Yeah.
I'm about to cross into like it's a residential 2-way road.
Yeah.
I look to my right. There's nobody there. I look to my left. There's nobody there, but there's kind of a car blocking me. So I'm looking to my left. I'm like pulling out maybe like at 3 miles an hour tops. Dude, I'm pulling out, and then I look to my right, and then there's a car like right next to me. Didn't really honk, you know, but like gets close enough to scare me. So this guy probably just did it on purpose.
Right.
And also I look to the right, so he came probably from his house or somewhere, and I almost hit him. And he goes, hey, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And both of our windows are down. I go, I'm sorry. You know, I'm like, I'm in the wrong, but like,
right.
It's kind of both of our faults. Because how the fuck are you not gonna see a big yellow van pulling out 3 miles an hour?
Yeah.
It's no one else is in the road. You weren't here.
Right.
5 seconds ago. So you saw me.
It's a really long time on the road.
I know, dude, and I'm like pulling. He goes, "All right, what the fuck?" I'm like, I'm like, sorry. So I'm like, you know, I do like the wave. I'm like, I'm sorry. Our windows are down. We're like 5 feet apart from each other. I'm like, I'm sorry. And he like mad dogs me. Like, all right, fucking pussy. And he goes, and he peels out. I'm like, dude, I don't know, dude. In that situation, I'm in the wrong. I apologize. Nobody was at risk.
Yeah.
At worst, dude, he would have got like a little bump in his bumper.
Yeah.
And probably just took it out with like hot water.
You would have
worst
totaled your house.
No, dude, he was probably going like 5 miles an hour too.
Oh,
like it was like it would have been like the slowest collision of all times. Like in that situation, dude.
Yeah.
And then it bugged me.
Yeah.
It really bugged me. Like I'm walking into like the Dollar Tree, and I'm like, am I a fucking idiot? Or like, you know,
is this guy?
Yeah, or is this guy like an idiot? And then I'm carrying trash with me, right? Like, cause I'm cleaning out my van. Yeah. I'm like, dude, I'm not an idiot. And then I'm like thinking to myself, really thinking if I'm an idiot or not. Like, there's like, I'm like, oh man, I should probably carry myself better. So I'm like fixing my posture.
You shop in the book aisle.
At the Dollar Tree.
Pick up like a romance novel. You're like, I should start reading again.
So I'm walking in with all this trash, and there's like a trash can outside. I throw the trash into the trash can. I'm walking inside like, am I fucking? I don't know. I'm like, my posture's good. I look, dude, my right hand still has trash in it.
Oh, nice.
So I drop trash, all the trash in my left hand. I walk into the store, still have a bunch of trash in my right hand. I'm like, I'm a fucking dumbass, dude. Just walking around for like 3 minutes with like garbage.
Yeah, space cadet, huh?
And then I walk back out. What's a space cadet, dude? There's a
somebody
song.
who spaces out all the time.
Oh yeah.
It's like people who smoke weed.
Dude, it's so hot in here, man.
It is.
Do you sweat?
I sweat, yeah. I sweat my ankles, dude. I'll tell you this. This is funny. We've been hitting a home base of one of our friends' houses.
Oh yeah.
And I don't have a yoga mat. I've been doing yoga ever since I broke up with my lady. And so I always go over to this house in the morning on my days off, so I have something to do. I could do yoga. I know Frankie's going to be there. Luke's
Luke's house.
Yeah, we're hanging out there, and I'm using this yoga mat. It's one of the roommates. I always clean it off after, but I did like some workout in the living room, and it's just not my house. It's like I do feel a little weird about it.
Yeah.
And I did yoga after. And it's like a 40-minute yoga thing. Halfway through, I'm literally sweat is coming out of the top of my foot. I've never had that happen in my life.
Top of your foot?
Top of my foot, my ankles, dude. Every part of my body is glistening in sweat, and I'm just like dripping onto this guy's
yoga mat.
And I'm like, dude, what am I doing? I need to go like be at my house. Like I feel bad. I'm like, I hope he doesn't walk in. He's just gonna slip on my sweat, dude. You're asleep on the couch.
I'm sleeping on the couch,
dude. You got a pillow over your head. You got a pillow under your feet. Like taking up an entire body length's worth of the couch. We got the AC ripping, dude. I got like 2 cups of water and a coffee. Like, I at least the TV's on, GTA's on, but you were playing. You fell asleep, so it's just on now. Nobody can use the TV.
I use the GTA for white noise.
Yeah, I got my bike in the living room. I'm like, I got tools out, like spraying it down with WD-40.
Luke's working. Luke's in the office.
Luke doesn't even know we're there. He's like. We told him we're gonna leave. We're just like, yeah, we'll probably bounce around, go to a mic, and we both just fucking tool out in the house. But it is very nice. And then I took a shower.
You took a shit. Yeah.
Took a shower and a shit in their bathroom. Like, oh man. Are we bad people?
Well, no. Well, I mean, let's we'll vaguely talk about it. I think we got 86 from this from this place, dude. We might have overstayed our welcome.
Yeah, because of this place. That story is exactly why. I get it, dude. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily want. Yeah, we're good guys though.
We don't pay rent.
We make the house fun. Like we show up there, everyone's mad, and then we get there and everyone's like, ah,
the fellas.
The laughs don't stop. Everyone's doing. People start writing sketches. They're writing like they're writing a story or whatever.
Yeah, and
then we leave and it goes back to the goddamn way it was.
So they don't want us there anymore.
I really can't blame him. I mean,
yeah, it's so funny to be in this position because we're in the wrong.
Yeah, 100%.
We're like, oh, we can't hang out in your house all day.
But who's gonna play your GTA?
Who's gonna play GTA and
it's gonna get cold
and be loud?
Your character's gonna get lazy.
Your character's gaining weight there.
Yeah.
Who's gonna come? Yeah, so I don't know. We might have overstayed our welcome.
I'm gonna have to go to the Upper East Side and look for a yoga mat in the trash.
Yeah, dude, trash on the Upper East Side, Upper West Side too. No.
Upper West Side, yeah, but
Yeah.
that's only in the 70s because you go further up and it starts to turn into like
Yeah.
it blends between Harlem and. Oh, dude, this happened at work the other night. So.
Oh, Alex is a bartender for
I'm
context.
a bartender at this bar. We had a little show there. Invite one of my friends to do a set, and he ended up hanging for like most of the night after, right?
Yeah.
And after the show ended, it was probably 12 o'clock. This guy who comes in like sometimes on Saturdays, sometimes on Sundays, he's just like always super drunk, gets super fucked up, but he's never been a problem. Right, and so he comes in, he's like drinking.
Customer.
He's a
regular.
customer. Yeah, he's a regular. And the bartender I work with, I'm like a bar back, so I don't really have a say in like who we serve or not. If the bartender chooses to serve somebody, I have to kind of deal with it.
Right.
So this guy comes in, he's pretty drunk, and the lady I work with just like let him drink, and it was like fine. It's like he's never been a problem. And then
Do I know this guy?
you don't know this guy,
Okay.
but he's just like a white, tall,
Right.
he never talks. He's always got like his hood on, kind of sketchy, but like he's never had a problem. And so we're there for a little while, and a couple hours go by, and then my buddy Brian's sitting like at the end of the bar where we all hang out, like all the staff hangs out and our regulars.
Yeah.
And this guy, Bobby, the dude who's like drunk all the time or whatever, he's down there and he's like begging one of the customers for a cigarette. He's being annoying. I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to be a problem. I could tell that this guy is about to like, he's drinking too much. And then, so he gets another beer out of the fridge because he just helps himself to our fridge beers. We update it and then he pays us at the end.
Okay.
He gets another beer and then I'm like, go to the bartender. I'm like, yo, this guy's too drunk. Like, we can't.
He's
You're
bugging other
over-serving
people.
him. He's bugging other people. He's being a problem. If he keeps drinking, it's just going to get worse. So she's like, I don't know. And then like a minute goes by and she's like, yeah, you're right. And so she tries to take his drink away. And he's like, hey, what the fuck?
That's a crazy move.
Well, he still had a beer going. And so he just got one ready to drink
next,
like in 2 minutes. And so she grabs it and he's like, what the hell? And she's like, well, you're still drinking, aren't you? Like you haven't finished the other one. I was just gonna put it on ice, which is a good deflect, right?
Right. Oh, that's
like,
fucking that's smart. That's a 200 IQ move, as they say on the internet.
Right. She's playing Fortnite.
Yeah, she's playing. She's playing chess in Fortnite.
That was a really weird niche act out. But anyways, this guy, he's like kind of freaks out, and I'm like, I get that. It takes his shit, and then
he takes his shit.
She takes his thing, and then he like asks for it back. So she like puts it in front of him and is like, I'm just gonna give this one and close him out. So she gives him the beer, and he opens it, and she's like, all right, Bobby, I'm doing last call, so we're gonna close out. And he's like, what the fuck? What the hell? And he's like, I'm not paying.
What?
He's like refusing to pay. He's just ignoring her, mean mugging her, and all this stuff, like being annoying.
How old is this guy?
He's probably in his 30s, 32, 3, 4.
Just a child.
Yeah, he's a child. Yeah, he's being a baby.
Yeah.
And like we were about to like do last call anyways, but like he was like felt like we are trying to kick him out, which we were. And,
right. Yeah, just because ruining the
so
vibes.
she's like, the guys.
What day of the week was this?
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
Saturday night. It's a terrible time for drinking for heavy drinkers, right? Because they all come out.
Yeah. Well, and then also they ruin the vibes for casual drinkers.
Right. Who are just having a nice Saturday night.
Yeah. Who are just having a good time. Just fucking finally Saturday. But this is fucking alcoholic is being himself. Someone who you tell everybody be yourself. You know, don't tell alcoholics to be yourself because they're gonna overdrink.
Fucking suck, dude. So he's like refusing to pay, and then my buddy, the guy who was on the show, he's like, just pay her. And then he turns to him and starts freaking out on him. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
The guy that's on the show?
No, Bobby.
Bobby tells
the guy who's on the show.
Brian?
Yeah, Brian.
Okay.
He starts freaking out.
Brian's like a 6'3" guy, huge.
He's
fucking
a huge
200 pounds.
He's a horse. This guy is a cow. He would clobber him. And the guy is also the dude who's drinking and can't even stand.
Like if Kodak the dog was a human, he'd be him.
So he starts doing this thing. He's like lived in New York his whole life, right? He's this white guy, Bobby, the dude who's just drank too much. We're trying to get out. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, dude. Like, you want to take this outside? I got a gun. I'm from West Side Harlem. He's like talking all this hood like talk, like he's trying to talk the talk, right? And he's just trying to scare Brian because we're both white, and he's like lived, I guess, in like a historically black neighborhood his whole life. So he has been pressed like this probably a million times. So he knows how to talk the talk, but he's got no game to follow it up because he's like a twig, you know what I mean?
Yeah, twink
and
or twig?
No, a twig. Like he's tiny. So I tell Brian, I get in between them, and he's like, there's this thing when people get really drunk and they're about to start to try fighting people where they're just like they like and they're like they clench their fists and they kind of get ready. You know what I mean?
Well, so that's a very white person thing to do.
It's only a white person thing.
Yeah,
it's because black people don't broadcast that. They just will punch you in the face. Dude, they don't talk about it. They don't look you in the eyes.
No, dude. Here's the difference in races. People about to fight. White people do the heavy breathing, clench their fist, do one of these, which is hilarious. Because what are you, 7?
Yeah, you're gonna.
Black people pull up their pants all the way.
Yeah.
Mexicans take off their shirts. It's the funniest thing, dude. Every race has like their thing before they fight.
Indians tie off their beard. Yeah. Muslims take the turban off.
Yeah, dude. The Jewish people call it lawyers. It's the whole
thing. So he starts doing that. I get in between Brian and this drunk guy, and I'm like, Bobby, do not do this. Don't be a problem, please.
Yeah.
Because this is my only move. I can't throw a punch. I'm gonna get fired. I'm gonna get in trouble with the law because I'm working there. I can't do anything.
Yeah, you're not security.
I can't hit somebody. Right. I'm not security. I can't lay my hands on him. So my only move is to provide a face to get punched when somebody's mad enough to start throwing punches. Right.
Yeah. Huh.
So
I don't like that. I don't like that. That's your job.
Well, it is. I know. I don't get paid enough to do it, but like it's funny. The first couple times it happened, because I've had to deal with this a lot, I was like really scared. Like, because I'm like, I've never been punched except for by my brother. Like, I've never been punched by somebody I don't know in a situation that like I can't control anyways. Right. You know what I mean? I've always deserved it or something, right? Yeah. Like by a friend.
Yeah.
And,
there you go.
I've just never been like socked in the face like
that's crazy,
a cheap shot or something.
Crazy because you're a wild person in the streets.
I know.
You say loud things.
Yeah.
And that's probably why. Because
you run my mouth.
Probably because you've never been punched in the face.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I don't think it would change either. Hopefully it would. I don't know.
No, I think it would.
Maybe we should try that tonight. Who wants to punch me? Somebody lay it on me. But I think, I don't know what it is. But a lot of people tell me, too, like, you're going to get punched one of these days. And,
right. And the older you get, the worse it's going to be. Because that's
my face is going to be more bruisable.
Yeah.
I have less weaker
Wait, so what happens? You're providing a face.
So I'm in between Brian and this guy. I'm like, Brian, just either go downstairs or leave. I gotta.
Oh, this was upstairs?
No, this was right in front of the bar. I'm saying go into the basement. I'm telling them to like, because you might get hurt. Like, and because I forget too that Brian's a giant guy. I'm not even thinking that, because he kind of like. Yeah. I'm like, I'm scared a little bit having to deal with it. So I'm like, everybody else around me is scared.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, right? That's hilarious.
So I'll get to that in a minute, though. Yeah. So so finally, like Brian leaves, and then the guy like ran out of people to be mad at. Huh. Like he was like has nobody he wants to kill now. So now I'm the one who's like trying to like gird him out of the bar, and he's like, "Why are you in my face?" And I'm like, "Cause you gotta go, dude. Like we're not doing this." Yeah. And he's like, "I'll fucking kill you too." And I was like, oh, "Whatever, man." So I just kind of walk away, and then we get him to leave, and then on the way out, he tries to steal a beer, and this black customer is like a regular of ours, Will. He's a piano player.
Yeah.
He sees him, sticks his hands out, grabs the beer, and he's like. The second he got involved, the dude who was talking all this game about being from West Harlem, being like a hard guy, like dropping the N-word and stuff, is like cowers and runs out, right? And so he drops the beer and just leaves. And he's like standing outside a little bit and then just goes away. And
that's funny. That's when fucking racism works. He goes, "Oh no, a black guy is fucking stepped in. I'm terrified now.
I'm scared," because he would have gotten clobbered. Like, and so he leaves, right? Everyone comes back in. We're all talking about it for a while, and I'm like, I'm not really scared because I've had to deal with it a couple times, but I'm nervous because it's like I'm gonna be the one who gets punched. Yeah. And also I assume everybody else is like in the same kind of uncomfortable position I am of like, I just hope that this doesn't escalate. Will's talking to me about this black guy who stopped him with a beer, and he's like, yeah, man, the second he started running his mouth, like I see this all the time. White dudes who are like from New York and Harlem, they only press white people like that. You'll never see them do it because they'll just get clobbered. They know they're gonna get their ass stomped. Yeah. And they only have like they can talk game, but they can't back it up. He's like, the second he started running his mouth, and I saw him like clenching his fist, I grabbed this glass and I was gonna break it on his head. And I just never think that somebody's actually like sitting there in the position to like respond. Yeah. Because we're in New York. Like literally, he started yelling at. Like,
it's a cool sociological experiment.
He started yelling at Brian, and like everyone was just like drinking the drink. Everyone just kind of tuned it out. You know what I mean? They're kind of watching to see what happens. But like I'm the only one who is ready to go. And then me and Brian are talking about it on the way home, and he was like, I mean, I'm really proud of myself. I did a good job because I was going to drop that guy. I'm literally 200. He could punch me once, but I would have killed him. I would have thrown him through the fucking...
Brian is huge.
He's huge. He wouldn't even fit in this van, dude.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't.
Yeah, so...
Holy shit.
It was a wild... It's kind of like doing a bump of cocaine at work. Like,
yeah.
That's what it feels like. I've never done that, but it's what I assume. It's just like it gets you wired, and then I'm all like on edge for the rest of the
How does this affect, like, because both of these guys are regulars.
So, I mean,
So
it's an instant. The guy, Bobby's never come back. I'm like,
Oh,
I'll
really?
never serve him again.
Huh.
He can fuck off and go find somewhere else to drink. There's a million bars in New York.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
Does this happen often where, like, two regulars get into it? Or
No, but that's the thing is it was Brian's not a regular. He was just hanging out, and I don't even think he was just the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, it wasn't
Right,
his fault or anything.
no, not Brian. This guy Bob and fucking Will.
Yeah.
Has
So-
that happened before where two regulars get into it?
Sometimes, yeah, it's just because people get blackout drunk and then they get angry because they all have anger issues or something, and it's like whatever. But it's always pretty easy to fuse, and there's like you're blackout, but you still want to keep drinking at the place. So for the most part, people are like, all right, I'll leave. I know I'm being like a whatever, even when you're blackout. But the problem, more or less, is like it's on the bartender who overserves. You got to clock it when you can, otherwise it's just it only ends in one spot where people freak out. So I don't know.
And your profession is as old as prostitution.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but it sounded cool. Don't they say it? Just tell me this long, cool story. I'm like, you're like a prostitute.
You're like a prostitute, kind of. You have to sell your body and your goddamn soul.
Dude, I don't like when people use that in an argument defending prostitution. They go, it's the world's oldest profession. It's just those murdering.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put an end to that. No, not that I'm against prostitution, or I guess maybe, I don't know. I just talked myself into fucking... I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me doing a radio show. I'm on a radio show too. Just talk myself into a hole.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ, put a fucking microphone in front of me for more than 30 minutes today. Fucking just ruined my life. And dude, and remember that one time we were at your bar and then like this guy, he wasn't even drinking there. He just came in demanding like a free beer.
Yeah, at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
and
was
then we had
weird.
to like lock up and...
Yeah, he was like, you better fucking let me drink. And we're like, well, no, obviously not. That's the
Yeah.
funny thing is like people like come in and they think they have a good argument for what they want and for like getting their way because they're all just children. They're like, well, you better do it. And I'm like, well, obviously no. What do you think I'm going to change my answer? Like,
Yeah.
Hey, can I get a drink? No. You better give me a drink. You know what? I've thought about it and you're right. That is a good, you brought up a pretty good argument. It's flawless. I don't know what to tell you.
The logic
I'm sorry I said no when it came to the first question.
The logic of a blackout person is always hilarious. It's just like, I want this thing and I want it now.
Yeah.
And if you don't do it, I'll threaten violence. It's like, what are you, a fucking warmonger? That's funny. And then they don't. Dude, one time I got drunk with Noah Snyder, a fellow comedian.
Yeah.
Dude, this is back when we both used to drink, and he got blacked out drunk, and it was the funniest shit. He got blacked out drunk. I wasn't that drunk, and we walked to McDonald's, right? So we go to McDonald's. It's packed. It's like Saturday night, dude. Like everybody's fucked up at McDonald's. So we're ordered like 10.78, and they're like at 10.12.
Yeah.
But we already paid, so dude. So here, step by step, we walk in, we order in the kiosk. We get the thing. I'm ready to wait. Noah gets the receipt and just walks to the counter. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? He's like, he goes, I got this. And he goes, excuse me, we've been waiting 40 minutes.
Oh
and
my
I was
God.
like, dude, what are you doing? And
You could see on the receipt that you just ordered it.
And he's like waiting. He's like, I got this. I'm like, fucking chill, dude.
In the middle of the excuse too. He's like, we've been waiting 70 minutes. I got this.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's gonna work.
And it's so funny, dude.
Can I speak to the manager?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Dude, that's my favorite thing to do. I take pictures of my friends asking... Have I done this to you?
Yes, dude. Every time we go to Xi'an, famous food, to get noodles, and it's not spicy enough, and I go to ask for more sauce, because sometimes they don't put enough sauce on the noodles, and I know it's just in a vat behind the thing. I'm looking at it over the thing, and they're like, we don't have any more sauce. Like,
Dude.
whatever. It's just
for the people at home that I do this thing where my friends' orders won't come for like a long time, like an unreasonable long time, or maybe their order's wrong. And when they go to ask for their order to be correct, I take a picture of them and I say that they're asking for the manager, and I send it to the group chat. And I go, "This guy's fucking an asshole." Dude, I'm a fucking dick, dude.
Yeah.
I do the funniest shit. Like other shit.
I'm a dick. I fucking rule, dude. I love myself for how bad I am as a person.
Here, let me ask you this question, dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna come out of left field, but it's from one of the listeners.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to be a father?
I do. I do want to be a father, yeah.
Huh.
Do I have to tell you why?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't have a dad, so I want to raise a kid.
Oh, are you upset? Today's Father's Day. Do you get sad around these times?
No.
No? You don't really care?
No. No, man. It's like, I don't know. It happened when I was 8, and I used to.
Yeah.
And I kind of grew up. But it turned,
all right.
you know, it's just like enough Father's Days goes by, and you're like, oh, it's just the way life is.
Right.
You know,
okay.
I've come to terms with it a lot since
Yeah.
I used to milk it so hard, dude.
And you get presents and shit?
I wouldn't get presents, but I would just be a fucking cunt and then be like, I'm sad because it's Father's Day. And then now I hate that version. I used to think of that and just like want to vomit because it's so embarrassing.
Yeah, up until
I've never
when you
told
said that
anybody
happened.
I've done that.
To like 14 or what?
I don't know how long I did it, but like, yeah, like when I was in high school, like I would be like a pity party and try to get like hugs and kisses from women in the school and be like, oh, it's Father's Day and I don't have a dad and I'm fat. You should kiss me on the lips. Would you want to date me? Would you want to date a fatherless man? How about meeting my mother? Yeah, but no, it's like
You don't want to be a father.
it's
Yeah. Oh, the first crying guest.
no, I got something in my throat. No, it's just
your
like,
father.
Yeah. He comes out, he's like, fucking prick. Climbs back in. But like, I don't know. I've been making like really terrible jokes about his death with my friends like since it happened.
Is this the first time that in your life since you started doing when you started doing stand up that you start making jokes about your father's death?
No, I've been doing it my whole life. And
okay.
It's like it's funny. My friends are the ones who did it more. Like they'd always blame the weather on him.
Oh, okay. Huh.
They'd be like, "Oh, it's raining. Thanks, Alex's dad." You know what I mean? It's like a weird white guy thing to do, is to just be really mean.
I guess that's fun. Works with coping.
Yeah, and where are we going with this?
Oh, if you wanted to be a father.
If I want to be a father, yeah. So because like I didn't have a dad growing up, I've always like I think it would be really cool to have a kid and like raise him and hang out and have a little buddy. But they always hate you at some point. And it's always like tense for a little while, and they're always blaming you for how you raise them, no matter what you do. But I think I would be a cool dad.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
It's always the people with bad dads or no dads that end up being the best.
Yeah,
Supposedly, I think so.
yeah.
Because that's what I hear. But I don't know.
Bring your kid to work day, dude. I'm just like in a stadium, hopefully.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, buddy, buckle up.
Yeah, dude, I don't want to be a father. I mean, I didn't for a while, and then I kind of did. She really did want to be a father.
She wants to be a father.
No, yeah, she wants to be a father. But I don't know. Like we're like, I get older. I'm like, I need to get my fucking life together. You know.
Yeah.
I want to be a good example for somebody.
See, that's the thing.
But like, I mean, I you know. What's the thing?
Well, no, it's just I'm 24. I have no like. I know I wouldn't be able to support a kid, but it's just like a fantasy that it would be like I'll be able to give something I didn't have the chance. But that's how they fuck you up, anyways.
Yeah, I've never fantasized about being a dad.
Yeah,
like ever in my life.
Yeah,
but like
especially when I see a kid.
But I do get emotional when I see families.
Yeah.
Like today I was at the Rocky Steps.
Yeah.
In Philadelphia, and then I saw like a dad and his son doing the fucking thing on top of the steps, and I almost teared up.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I wouldn't want to have one of my own.
Right.
Yeah, thinking about, but I mean, dude, like I say that, but you know, like people say that all the time, and then like we hear all these comics that we like. They have a kid when they're like fucking like in their mid-50s, and then all the time was like how they wish they would have done it sooner. Yeah,
and I feel like you know, you don't really know what it's like to be a man until you have something, because I don't have anything to care about. Like that's part of the reason that I can like do a little bit what I want to do, live my life how I want to live it, is because I have no responsibility for the most part. I have an apartment and a job I work at 3 times a week, but I literally wouldn't be able to support. I have nothing that I have to take care of when I wake up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I know I wouldn't be able to handle it, at least now, but yeah.
Right. And then you would want to have like a family? Or you don't think?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. It's like it has to be the right person, but it never works out because life always ends in a bitter fucking, it just beats you down, you know, and it's like no relationship ever works out in the history of time.
How many girlfriends have you had? It's just turned into like somehow like the Larry, what's his name? Like Larry King fucking interview.
Yeah. So how many? 4, and they've all come to a crash in bed.
You've never had a relationship end where it's like nice or mutual,
amicable. If they do, it always comes back around and reels its gnarly head, and then it becomes unamicable. Do
you see like the same pattern happening towards the end of the relationships?
Well, I just had like a pretty a big growing experience with my last relationship of like how they start and like the trend they take throughout the entirety of the relationship, and so yeah, I've kind of noticed that. Like, I think it really starts at the beginning. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I admire the relationship you have with Iran, because it's like you guys started as friends. It was like very, you know what I mean? It was like slightly unrequited or whatever for a while. All the best relationships are not even best, but like ones that are probably like healthier in some way. I don't know. Everyone's got a different thing, but there's always like one of the partners hates the other one in the beginning. They're like, yeah, I would never have even considered them, and then you know they chisel them down and tear down their will, and then finally they just go, I guess I'll settle for this one. Yeah.
I think my theory in that, and I think some of that's true, but I think my theory in that is that why those relationships work out is because they already know the person through and through.
Right.
And then they start dating. Unlike when you try to court someone, you're only showing like your best side. Yeah. And then you slowly unravel the craziness.
Right.
And that's when they end.
When that pops through, you're like, I'm absolutely not.
Yeah. Or people stay in it the longest. But when you're like friends or you know each other like a while, like I don't know, is like she knows all my fucking shit, dude.
Yeah.
And you know, I know most of hers. I believe. I don't know how much of hers I know. She's watching this. we gotta talk about this when I get home. Just realizing that when we were friends, she knew most of my shit and you none of hers. Next week, Frankie's single. Start crying. But yeah, that's probably the reason why. How long is this shit? 56 minutes, dude. Should we call Luke for the last 4 minutes of the podcast?
Yeah. Do you want to? A little cameo?
Yeah, let's see what he's doing.
I'll ask you this question. Did I ask this before?
Ask me a question.
So, if you could have one superpower, this is a pretty lame question, but if you could have one superpower, what would it be? And if you want me to go first, I'll go first.
It's not funny about asking people questions. Like, you just ask what you want them to ask you.
Yeah. That's because this is my favorite answer to give.
Yeah. All right, go.
Oh, if I had one superpower, it would be the power to make anybody shit themselves. Just to make people shit themselves, like whatever, telekinetically. Because I don't want to do superhero shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to be saving people. I just want, if I'm in line and somebody pisses me off, or like if I, like, you know what I mean? If I'm at a bar and there's a guy who's trying to fight me, if you make somebody shit themselves, they're gone. They have to leave. Nobody's finishing what they're doing if they've shat themselves.
Yeah, if you would have shat on this Bobby guy, you know what I mean?
Dude, I wouldn't have done it in the bar because I would have had to clean it up. But when he left, I 100% would have like kept fucking zzz.
Yeah, I would have followed him home. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And then like, dude, I would have been outside of his apartment, and then like after we like got out of the shower, okay. You know, like going to sleep 3 a.m. Okay.
Yeah, dude. You're just outside his window on the fucking fire escape, like. He's like, I just can't leave my house. I have to quit my job. I can't stop shitting my pants.
With great power comes
I haven't eaten in 7 days. I don't even know what's in there.
And then you ruin your life because you're just obsessed with making this guy shit himself for the rest of his life.
It's very vengeful. It's actually not a superpower. It's a villain trait. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know how funny it would be to be like, to get off a train, and as the doors close, you just make everybody in the cart shit themselves?
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrorism. It's 100% biological warfare.
You know...
Hilarious, dude.
You know what the worst thing I've done in New York has been? There was this... I was drunk on the train. And there was a homeless guy terrorizing the train.
Yeah.
He was like going around and bugging everybody, right? I was drunk. I had 3 beers in my pockets and my jackets. It was like the winter. I get to my stop. I take 1 step out. I call the homeless guy. I'm like, yo. He stops being crazy and he looks at me and goes, what's up? And then, and then I throw him a beer. And the doors close. And then
I bet it probably solved it.
you think it's solid, or you think he like just shrugged it and
He's
fueled
not gonna
him?
shotgun it and then be like, back to business. Anybody else got one?
Dude, speaking of that, well, something happened in the park. At that Washington
in
Square Park.
Philadelphia?
We were
Washington Square. That's funny. Yeah.
dude,
go.
we were laying down. It was a beautiful day. We were laying down in the park. Just like I was taking a nap. You were like probably taking. I don't know. We were stretching.
Yeah.
You were stretching maybe. I don't know.
I was napping for a while.
We were laying there. It was peaceful.
Yeah.
There was a guy next to us. He was next for maybe about 30 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
We're all peaceful. The guy gets up and starts to become crazy.
Yeah.
And I tried writing into this joke, but it felt like he was clocking in to being a crazy homeless guy.
3:30 already? Fuck, I'm late, man.
He got up and just started yelling crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, what happened?
Yeah.
You were normal for
was
30
pretty
minutes
funny.
before he was sitting there enjoying the day with the rest of us.
Yeah, and then he was like, everybody's in a cult. Everybody's in a cult. You want me to shove a dildo up my ass?
That's what he was saying.
You want me to shove a dildo up my ass? Everybody's in a cult. I'll fucking kill you. I am the eyes of God. I am a goat because of the Lamb of God. I am a goat because of the Lamb of God. So wild.
He was
dude.
saying crazy shit, dude. He was talking shit on fraternities, which
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like pretty weird for a homeless guy to say.
I just think he was lost. He was just. I think what happened was there was like. Probably I had my shirt off. I thought he was talking to me because I had my shirt off and we're lying down on the grass.
Yeah.
It's kind of next to each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but there's like a couple, it's like, you know, it's Washington Square Park. There's like a couple lesbian couples,
Yeah.
whatever, a couple gay couples or whatever.
Yeah, we're next to NYU.
And,
Pride
right next to NYU. They're all out flying
Yeah.
their flags or whatever.
Oh, was he being homophobic? This
He was
guy?
being homophobic. That's what he was doing. He was like yelling at everybody that he was surrounded by, and he was like, "That's what he was saying about the fraternity." It was like everybody's in a fraternity. Shove a dildo up my ass or something like that.
Should we dildo up their ass?
Right.
Hey, oh yeah, and then he was saying, "You think I don't know that? Hey, you think I don't know what you guys do?
Yeah.
Show me the fucking
And he was
dildo."
shitting on white people. He was making it about white people. He was like, "They're all gay now.
Oh,
They
yeah.
all fucking suck." And I was like,
And it was crazy. And then he
Yeah.
walked away, yelled like he took a lap around the park, yelled at everybody,
yeah,
came back and just like back to home base, and he started talking shit around us again.
yeah,
It was the wildest thing that I've never seen
yeah.
a guy do this.
And then we saw the other guy who was permanently clocked in, the Pigeon Man. Do you want to talk about the Pigeon Man?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's like a staple though. I feel he's like one of those guys that is like he's been there forever.
There's him there, and then there's a lady.
You
at
cut him open, you could count the rings and
there's a lady.
see how long he's been working at the park.
You cut him up and just pigeons fly out. It's just like a pigeon that morphed into a human.
He just turned into a tree from the amount of pigeons that hang on him.
Dude, well, there's like a pigeon lady at Union Square. I don't know if you've seen her. I don't know if they've met.
It's hack, dude.
Yeah.
So hack.
There's pigeon people.
Just for anybody that doesn't know, there's one guy who sits in Washington Square Park and he just holds birdseed in his hands, and he like makes them perform tricks, and he'll have people walk up and be like, give them seed, and then they all flock to their hand, and he's just covered in pigeons, head, shoulders, chest. They're crawling into his
shit
mouth.
everywhere.
Yeah, he's got shit all over his clothes. He's got no jaw from whatever drug he does, meth or whatever it is that eats your jaw. I think it's meth,
Probably
crack.
crack.
Yeah, and so he's just like.
Yeah, dude. Because he doesn't look that old either. He doesn't look old enough to be missing all of his teeth.
Yeah, he's probably like 37, dude. Pretty young fella, and he's just a pigeon man.
It's insane, dude.
Yeah.
Here's my superpower, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it'll be the ability to fast forward to small talk. Or skip small talk. All right.
Time travel through a conversation.
Time travel
Yeah.
through the small talk and just get right into the gossiping.
Come on, get to the good stuff. Where's the news?
Yeah, did I meet someone? Be like, hey, I'm so like we're at a party, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, hey, what's up? Oh, I'm Eric. Oh, I'm Frankie. What's up? Who do we know that's at the party that we both don't like? Maybe.
Yeah.
And to get to that,
Oh my
And then
god! I
that's
saw
it.
this guy on stage yesterday. He had no pants on.
yeah, the small talk is brutal, dude.
That's
I mean,
hilarious.
it's terrible, dude.
I think it might be one of my favorite memories. Last summer when we were in Maine, and we're down on the dock. We got a cabin that's like 40, 70 feet away in the woods.
Yeah, hold up. Here, let me set it up. I
Yeah.
go to Maine with Alex's family last summer, and I'm going again this summer. So it's like it's family. Like we're with your mom. So we're in the lake. We're about to get in the water. All right.
We're about to get in the water. We're down on the dock. My mom comes out of the house. She starts walking down towards us. I think it was the morning. She's got coffee.
She's about 100 yards away.
About 100 yards away.
Walking down a hill.
Yeah. She just goes, "Hey boys, how you doing?" She doesn't have a southern accent. I don't know. I just made it southern. And Frankie was like, "No, you're way too away. You're way too far away for small talk. No way." Just instantly shuts it down. She was like, "What? I asked how you doing." And he's like, "No, bail." He's lighting her. He's got a flashlight. He's like, "No."
Dude, she goes, "How was your day?" And I thought I heard it wrong. She's 100 yards away. She goes, "How was your day?" And I go, "What was that?" She goes, "How was your day?" I was like, "That's too far."
That's way too far for small talk.
She was like, "Well," I was like, "You're too far for small talk." And she goes, "I can talk for however far I want."
Yeah.
Dude, I love your mom. Dude. She's
hilarious. She's warming up to you. But I wouldn't call it love yet.
Nah, she loves me. She doesn't watch these, does she?
No, I'll send it to her.
No, I just sent her to the end.
Clip it. This is the clip.
Yeah.
It's a nice memory, a family memory.
Yeah.
Well,
Male, you have anything to plug? Oh wait, should we call Luke?
Let's call him.
Do you think,
I can do plugs.
Do you think
you want me to plug while you call?
You think he'll answer? Yeah, I got nothing coming up.
I got a show on July 1st.
There you go.
It's at Yard Sale Comedy on Instagram.
At yahoo.com.
And it's July 1st at like 8 o'clock at Bushwick Public House in Bushwick, New York. Come watch me do probably some of the best jokes you'll ever hear in your goddamn life.
There you go.
By my estimation.
I'm calling him. Here, put on the headphones, see if it picks it up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can hear it.
All right. I had a very busy week, and then it all just came to a screeching halt, so I got nothing to plug anymore. I got no work. I did a bunch of acting shit, and then a bunch of
dude,
shows.
that's pretty cool.
Yo, Luke Davis, you're live on the Keep on Trucking podcast.
Oh shit!
Hey, how was your flight? There, anything interesting happened?
Was good, man. Flight went off without a hitch, except for when I went through TSA pre-check.
What happened?
My bag got flagged, and I was like, "Oh, what's that? I don't think I brought any liquids in." And then I looked at the image, the 3D image or the X-ray image, and I saw just a giant knife in my bag.
Nice.
He turns like I need a kitchen knife, dude.
Oh my god!
From the sketch.
That's hilarious. It's a giant like chef's knife.
Of the sharpest fucking kitchen knife. Try to like.
Did they take it?
Yeah.
Sam and Evan are not going to be happy.
They took it. Yep.
Whose knife was it? Was it yours or your roommate's?
It was there when I got to the house. It was in there.
Well, I mean, hopefully they're still holding on to it. But all right, man.
Yeah, I'll get it when I fly back into to Newark. No, I'm definitely gonna have to get a new knife for my roommates. It's like our best knife.
You know people at Cutco, huh?
Yeah. I might as well buy the homemaker kit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
All right,
since I'm getting one, I might as well get them all. You in the pod with Alex?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
We're just wrapping up.
We're wrapping up.
We're at minute 8.
Oh, thanks for. How was the episode?
How was it? What would you rate it? Let's go from 1 to 10.
It was probably a 6 or a 7.
Probably a 6 or 7. Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna listen to it.
There were some down points.
Yeah, you better.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna be editing
That's
it, fool.
Yeah.
I think I am.
Yeah,
I'll just send you the files. You could edit it. All right.
Hell yeah.
All right, homie.
All right, man. Well, thanks for calling. Thanks for giving me a little bit of time on the Keep on Trucking podcast.
There you go.
You got anything to plug?
Yeah, no, we already did it. I said I had nothing. It was very
you already did it.
It was very embarrassing. You got anything to plug?
All right, well, I'll be back in New York in about a week.
Yeah, so look out for that.
Yeah, look out for
hide your kids, hide your wife.
I'm gonna get my knife back.
And hide your goddamn husband.
All right, homie.
All right, see you guys.
Peace out, Luke.
Thanks for calling.
All right, bye. Later. All right, then I'll wrap it up. That's episode 58 or 59.
It might even be 60 by now.
Of the Keep on Trucking podcast. Yeah. Dude. No, I'm surprised you didn't have a heat stroke, dude.
I know, dude. It does stink in here.
No. No.
me a racist.